Just checking the camera and that it is correctly positioned. And then when I stand, you can see me. Now it has to be a bit more up. This is all a last minute. Oh no, I can move it down. That's it. Oh, espera. Hello everyone. I'm just trying the height of the camera because I realized when I am standing you barely can see me. Yeah, I think it will be this way. Yeah. Okay. Hello. How are you today? So have a blanket, have your blocks, have your pillow, have your candles, have everything. I have a little oil here that I normally love putting on my hands because I love the smell of sandalwood. You will have your own smell that you like, but I always recommend to have a little oil by you so that you can just rub in your hands and make that bring or evoke that sense of calmness in your practice. So this is a sandalwood which I love the way the smell. So I hope you are okay. And then I think we're gonna start because there will be people that have been catching up over the week, and that is brilliant. So these lives all are stored in YouTube, so you can practice and repeat as you like. They will always be here for you. So just practice with me live or catch up later when you have time. So we are going to start today, and the theme of this class today is the flow of life. So we are going to practice in a way that we can bring the flow of life to our mats. And the same way you flow in your yoga practice is the same way that you flow with life. So as a life coach, I always like to bring these elements of life to your mat, because the same way we practice life, the same way we practice yoga. And the other way around, the same way we practice yoga is the same way that we practice life. So today we're going to start in that with this theme. And then I invite you to find a comfortable position, sitting on a block or sitting on your pillow, or if you have a meditation pillow, it's a great way to elevate your hips a little bit more, and then find that neutral spine, elongated, bringing your crown really down up towards the ceiling. Imagine someone is pulling your crown up towards the ceiling, and that's how you sit nice and tall. I invite you to close your eyes and start bringing your attention inwards, centering yourself, connecting with your environment, with the silence if you have the silence, but also if there is noise around you, connect with that silence that is within, because that's the one that matters. When we connect with our inner world and the silence from our inner space, becomes more important. Then it doesn't matter the noises that are around us as we center in that place and that space of silence and stillness, focusing on your breathing in and out, making it each time more and more relaxing. And then one question I want to ask you is, at this moment in time, how are you flowing with life? Are you pushing and puffing and making it harder for yourself? Or are you allowing life to carry you, trusting and knowing that everything that is happening has a purpose, has a reason, there is no coincidence, trusting the wisdom of life. And based on that question and your answer, place your intention for this class, any answer that you want to find. Allow the practice to bring it forth. Now bring your hands to your heart space. And then rubbing your palms together, creating energy. Just feel your palms against each other, rubbing, creating energy, because that's how we create energy, by moving. And now stop and place your hands on your face, touching it or away from it, and feel the energy that comes out of your palms. And then bring your hands towards your knees. Now, remove the block or the cushion, and then we're going to start on a kneeling position. Now, these blocks can be slide in the middle of your legs, just to make sure that you are more comfy. If your knees are in discomfort here, just add a second block and then sit straight. So your knees feels easier once you are a little bit higher. And then in here, we're gonna close the eyes. And again, bringing the attention inwards. Now take a deep breath towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms. And then bring your hands to your heart. Now choose to stay on the blocks or remove the blocks from the middle. And then sweep your arms towards the ceiling. And cactus your arms to the sides. And from here, bring your elbows together in the center. Round your back. Inhale, open your arms and chest to the sky. Exhale, close your elbows and round your back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, close. This is like a kneeling cat and cow. Inhale, open your arms and your chest towards the sky. Exhale, close your elbows in front of you. Inhale, open on a neutral position. And on your exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Hands to your heart. Again, pause. As we move, we pause, just like we do with life. We move, we push, then we pause, then relax, then allow and then trust. And inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky. Exhale, left hand on the floor, right hand above you. Then open your rib cage on the right hand side. Then send that right hand towards the ceiling and extend your right leg on the floor. Press on your hand and sweep, bringing your hips forward for a gate pose. Push yourself to center, and on your exhale, right hand, right leg, left hand towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend your arms to the sides, bend your right knee and push forward. Then come back to center and then push forward. And then come back to center and then push forward. Come back to center. And then bring your hands to your heart, bring your knees down to the ground. Bring your hips towards the heels and down to child pose. Inhale, come back on your tabletop and then find that kneeling position again. Inhale, sweep your hands towards the sky. Exhale, right hand on the floor. Sweep your left hand towards the right hand side, opening this time the left hand side of your ribs. The left hand towards the ceiling. Stretch your left leg on the side and push yourself up and push your hips forward for a gate pose. Then pressing on your right hand, come back to center, extend your arms, and left hand, left leg, right hand towards the sky. Come back to center, bend the left leg, and then push your knee forward. Come back to center, and then push again. Come back to center and pulse. Pulse. Nice and slowly, like a moving meditation this is. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your knee back on the floor and bring your hips down and back onto your child pose. Inhale, bring yourself to a tabletop. And from here, we're going to do the cat and cow. So inhale, drop your belly to the ground, chest forward. And on your exhale, chin to your chest, belly bottom in, tailbone in. Inhale, drop your belly to the ground, chest forward. Exhale, round your back, look at your belly bottom. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One last cow. And exhale, cat pose. And then find your neutral position. From here, keep your knees bent. So I'm going to do this way so you can see better what we mean when we go to a downward dog. So curl your toes at the back, keep your knees bent and send your hips towards the ceiling, sitting bones towards the ceiling, and then bring your head in the middle of your arms, and then slowly lower your right heel, then your left heel, pedaling with your breath. One breath at a time, one move at a time. And then inhale, heel high. Exhale, heels on the floor. Then bring yourself into plank. And from here, lower your knees and extend the top of your feet. Bring your chest and chin towards the ground and sneak the chest forward for a very low cobra pose. Baby cobra. Exhale, bring yourself down. Inhale, baby cobra, wake up your spine. Exhale, down. Inhale, one last baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Push yourself onto a tabletop and downward dog. Posing here for a moment. A couple of breaths. In this pose that is very challenging for many, but very, very relaxing when you really nail it, when you really know what it brings to your body. Inhale, push your hips back. Exhale, gaze ahead and move to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Send that crown out. Belly bottom in, and you become like a table. Your back become like a table. Keep your gaze down. Exhale, forward fold. Relax your arms and dangle your upper body in front of you like a rag doll. Grab your elbows.
You can keep your knees bent or you can stretch your leg if that is best for you. But if stretching your legs make you come in here, then bend them and keep that contact of your rib cage with your thighs. And then eventually, with time, you will be able to keep that contact, but stretching the legs a little bit more. Relax your crown towards the floor. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. So we are going to start here with the sun salutations, Surya Namaskar beat. So include a low lunge and then a high lunge. So we're gonna do the first round like the basic. If you are more advanced in your practice, you can just do instead of low lunge, high lunge. But we're gonna do one round of very basic low lunge, and then the second round we will do it with a high lunge. So inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back with your right foot. Lower your knee and extend the top of your foot. Inhale, hands toward the sky. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back into plank. Shift your weight forward, lower your knees and chest and chin on the ground. Sneak your chest forward and cobra pose, sending your crown up. And exhale, bring yourself back onto tabletop. Curl your toes at the back and downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg in the air. Exhale, step forward with your right foot. Lower your left knee, extend the top of your foot, and on your inhale, hands toward the sky, back bend if that's your choice. Exhale, hands on the floor, curl your toes at the back and step forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Circle your arms all the way to exhale, hands to your heart. Pause there for a moment to bring yourself into a more calmed state. After a good movement, just like life, you need to pause. And it's when you pause that you find the answers, when you find everything that you need to know. Inhale, circle your hands and sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up, flat back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back with your left foot. Knee and extend the top of your foot. Inhale, towards the sky. Exhale, hands on the floor, curl your toes, lift your knee and step back into plank. Shift your weight forward, lower your knees, extend the top of your feet. And then chest and chin to the ground, sneaking your chest forward for cobra pose. Exhale, send yourself back on top, tabletop, curl your toes and downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. And exhale, step forward with your left foot. Lower your knee, extend the top of your foot, and inhale toward the sky. Exhale, hands on the floor, curl your toes, lift your knee, and step forward to meet the left foot. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your hands all the way up. And on your exhale, hands to your heart. Again, another opportunity here to stop, to breathe, to pause, and to feel. Because it's only when we pause in life or in your mat that we have that opportunity to feel, to communicate with the wisdom or our body. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky, nice and high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back with your right foot. Now in here, you're gonna stay strong in that right foot at the back, and on your inhale, pressing on your left foot, hands towards the sky. Remember that you can stay on the basic form, which will be the knee on the floor. And then pause. Reaching with your fingers to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, hands on the floor, step back into plank. Again, in here, you can use your modification, or from here, shift your weight forward and then lower your chest with control. Extend the top of your feet, and on your inhale, chest forward, head up. And exhale, curl your toes at the back, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here as we pause. Inhale, lift your right leg in the air. Exhale, step forward with your right foot. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands on the floor. Step forward with your left foot. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Another pause, another break, another rest. And that's how the flow of life is. You go up and you go down. You move and you pause. You expand and you contract. Inhale, circle your hands, sweep them to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back with your left foot. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Pausing here. Find that balance. Find the strength. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back into plank. Again, from here, you are on your basic, or you still with me for the one level up at Chaturanga. So shift all your weight forward and with control, lower your back, you lower your chest on the floor. Extend the top of your feet and chest forward. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl your toes and downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. Exhale, step forward with your left leg. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands on the floor, step forward with your right foot. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and bring your attention inwards once more. Sometimes our minds wander around, and sometimes we have to be there, very aware, and reel it in, reel it in, reel it in. So bring it in once more. Center yourself. Allow yourself to feel your body, to feel your breath. And then have this rest and this pause, ready to start again with a different flow, perhaps a little more advanced flow. We just did some salutations. Now we're gonna go into different poses, and just like life, we just need that rest before we start another chapter, another cycle. So we're gonna go to a different part of the class, and that's why we need this little pause, this little rest. We're gonna challenge here your balance. So centering yourself is really important before we start even thinking about our balance. So bring yourself into an awareness and feel your feet connected to the ground. Now shift all your weight to the right foot and start lifting your left foot up. So grab that knee right here in front of you, interlace your fingers and bring that knee towards your chest. Now keep a micro bend on the right leg. So don't lock it up. Just keep it just a little bit bent. Soft, as we say. So if this is enough challenge for you, you can stay here, or you can go on the right hand, grab the outside of your foot, and then you can stay here, or you can start opening that leg forward. Go with your body to one point where, work with your own ability. So you might be able to stretch it a little bit, or you might be able to stretch it all the way forward. And once you are there and you have reached your point, then left hand open to the back of the mat, and you are in a twist. Balancing, focusing that breath, and twist each time a little bit more. It's okay to fall off the pose. It's okay to fall out of balance. And then undo the twist, bring your knee back to your chest,
and release your foot. So working with balance is a really big challenge for many people. If that is you, know that with time it just becomes easier, but requires a lot of attention and a lot of awareness, a lot of focus and concentration, and moving really, really slow. So now we're gonna shift all the way to the left leg and start bringing that right knee up. Catch it with your hands in front of you. Squeeze it towards your chest. Keep that chest nice and straight. Keep the left leg micro bend on your knee. And then again, if this is enough challenge for you, stay there. There's no point to put your body through something that is not ready yet. Everything is stages. You can't go from from 0 to 100 in no time. Everything takes time to build. Okay, now the left hand can grab that foot from the outer part from the blade. This is the blade of the foot, so you can hook it up there, and then you can stay here, or you can open, kick that foot forward, and you can stay here. Indeed, you can actually keep that knee bent, and then stretch your leg as you can. And once you have reached your full potential, then the right hand is going to open to the back of the mat. Keeping your breathing. Keeping your focus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's okay to fall out of the pose. And then bring your right hand forward and bend that knee and place that foot back on the ground. So these are the balancing twists, which are really good for building up strength and stamina, because you need some stamina to stay on this process, as well as building up your focus and of course your balance. Okay, stand at the top of your mat and inhale, sweep your arms toward the sky, and exhale, hands to your heart. Lean forward and step back with your right foot for warrior one. So right foot, go flat on the floor, so rotate your toes towards the right hand side of the mat, slightly to the top right corner of your mat. Keeping the left knee bent to a degree that your body feels strong enough. You can open it even more to go lower. It's completely up to your abilities. How do you want that? But your alignment is your front heel is aligned with your back foot arch. And keep that front knee bent. Make sure that your knee is following your ankle. Inhale, sweep your hands towards the sky. And then from here, we're going to sweep the floor 3 times. So make it as a moving meditation. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Left hand is going to pull the right wrist towards the left hand side. Then come back to center. Stretch that front knee.
And then on your exhale, hands interlace in front of you and arch your back. Inhale, come back to the ceiling. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace your fingers, knuckles pushing down, chest towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands on the floor and then maybe close your stance if this is too much for your legs. Maybe you can bring that foot forward a little bit and maybe you can bring your toes a little bit more to the top of your mat for your pyramid pose. So you work with the abilities of your body. So both of your legs are straight. Now, if you are struggling here with the hamstrings, because this pose is actually a really good stretch for your hamstrings, then you can bring your hands over your shins, and then keep that leg as straight as possible, or have your blocks next to you and give yourself some space, or work with the highest height so you are here and then you are able to straighten that leg a little bit more. It's completely up to your ability where you are. So part of flowing with life is acknowledging where am I, and then recognizing exactly where I am and where am I going to work. Now pushing through your front foot. Now if you rotate if you have brought your toes towards the top of the mat, then bring your heel a little bit in so that your toes are to the right hand side, and then bring yourself up. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, right hand towards the right leg and reverse triangle. Then we bend that knee in front and warrior two. And from here, we're gonna do circles with the right hand. So right hand comes in front and I'm gonna follow all my fingers all the way back, and another circle. Follow those fingers out. You will challenge your balance. And then once more, and then stop on your warrior two. Bring your left elbow to left knee and open your chest to the right for a side angle. Now come back to your warrior two. Reverse the warrior. And on your exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Shift your weight forward and lower yourself with control to the ground. Inhale, chest forward, crown to the ceiling. And exhale, curl your toes at the back, downward dog. In the air. And exhale your chest. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, send it back up. And on your exhale, bring your knee to your chest and straight that leg under you for broken triangle. Then lift your left arm towards the sky and rotate your left foot until you are on your heel. Sit down on the floor. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold for a straddle pose. So that transition is very interesting. It's really good, but I like to put it here for you to learn something new, to practice something that you are already ready for. Now to come out of this one, come back up and both of your hands come back to the same way we entered. So right hand to the mat as if you were on plank, and then left hand next to the right, obviously looking to the top of the mat. Lift your heels and bring your left toes on the floor, and you are where you started. Then bring that right leg across, and then shift your way forward down to the ground. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg in the air. Exhale, step forward with your right leg. And shift your weight and bring your left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your hands all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to repeat the same sequence for the other side. So I invite you to put yourself on the top of the mat. Well, we are in the top of the mat anyway. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step back with your left foot and rotate your left toes to the left hand side of your mat. Again, you choose how high, how wide, how low, how is that lunge. So keep your knee bent in the front, and on your inhale, hands toward the sky. Let's go for that sweeping the floor. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, sweep the floor. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sweep back again. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch your front leg. Exhale, interlace your finger in front of you and round your back. Inhale, hands toward the sky. Exhale, hands behind you. Interlace your finger, chest to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. And bring your hands to the floor. Now we are again in that forward fold, triangle, or pyramid pose. From here, we're going to go to pyramid pose, so you can actually bring your foot forward on your beat, or just swivel your left heel towards the back of the mat. And then you can close your stance. The most important that both legs are straight. Remember, if you're struggling with both legs straight, then maybe give yourself some space to be here or to be here. Or if you have the ability for it, then just be here, forward fold on that leg. Like in life, there's no need to push. There is no need to force. You stay where you are
And then you give space and you give time for your body to develop. And then pressing on your front leg, come back up. And then bend the right knee and open for your warrior two. And open the left toes to the left hand side. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. And from here, look at your left hand behind you, and then we're gonna do them circles. So you're gonna really follow those fingers with your eyes. So inhale, bring those fingers to the ceiling, then back to the ground. That's one circle. And then again, that is the second circle. And then one third circle. I think we did the other side one way, but not the other one. So here we're gonna reverse the circle. And another one. And use the circles with the other side, different direction. And this is the last one. You stay on warrior two. Then left hand to left knee, reverse the warrior. Come back to center and right elbow to right knee. Left hand towards the sky. Then come back to your warrior two and reverse the warrior again. And then carve with your hands on the floor. And step back into plank. Right leg lift in the air. And then come back down, because this time is the left leg lifting. So left leg lifts in the air. And exhale, knee towards your chest. Inhale, send that foot back. And then bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale, send it back. And exhale, knee to your chest and stretch that leg across underneath you for a broken triangle. Then lift your right hand towards the ceiling and pivot your back foot until you are on your heel. Lower your hips on the ground. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Straddle pose in the other side. So from here, you can walk your hands forward, or you can grab your feet, or you can grab your toes. Clasp your toes here and then bring your chest over the floor. Simply relax in this position. Maybe you need your blocks to relax. Two more cycles of breath here. If you can, open your legs a little bit more just to go a little bit further down, then absolutely go for it. You work and you stretch your body the way that feels amazing for you. So wherever you are, just make sure that you are feeling great. Remember that discomfort is very welcome, sharp pain is not. So if you are in discomfort but it feels like it's stretching and it's nice, then that's fine. If it's a sharp pain that you are really in pain, just come off the pose, because maybe you have gone too far. And bring yourself up. and then we come off the pose at the same way we entered. So left hand towards the top of the mat, right hand towards the top of the mat. Look at my right toes go on the floor, and then pivot my right foot, and then I am again in broken triangle, and then bring that foot across the step back into plank. Shift your weight forward, and then you can lower your knees, or you can bring your chest to the ground, chest forward, inhale, cobra pose, and curl your toes, downward dog. Bring your knees towards the ground and release yourself onto a child pose. Bring yourself onto tabletop and find yourself lying on your tummy. And make a pillow for your forehead and bring your right leg bent to a 90-degree on the side, trying to keep your hips as parallel as you can on the floor. And then relax your forehead on your hands. And then spend a couple of breaths here. We have moved, and now it's time to wind down, to allow your body to come back to a normal breath. And just like in life, after a lot of movement, there is always a place where we have to stop, when we have to pause, when we have to give ourselves that time to process and to integrate anything that we just done. So wherever you are in life, you are in that active space, in that active time, or you are actually on your pause, on your rest. Where are you in life right now? Now bring your chest up and thread your left arm on your right armpit. And then twist your whole upper body and bring, if you can, both of your shoulder blades on the floor like an airplane. For a twisted recline twist. My stomach is making loads of noises. Enough to say, well, you've been moving a lot, but I haven't had anything on my tummy. Nothing to eat, nothing to give me energy. Roll back, right hand meet left. Stretch your right leg, and then we'll repeat for the other side. So bring your hands on the floor, forehead on your hands, and then this time bring your left leg bent to a 90 degrees. Yeah. On the floor, so 90 degrees with your hip, 90 degrees with your ankle. And then relax your forehead on the floor, and again bring your life right here, right now, and think, where are you and how you doing, and where are you pushing too much, and where do you need to relax and you're not allowing that to happen. what phase of the flow you are at the moment. Are you in the peak or are you in the low? So a flow should be up and down. That's what we call a flow. And then of course it has a peak upwards and a peak downwards. Where are we at the moment? We're all in a different place. The most important is that you think, where am I at this moment in time? And bring yourself up and then thread your right hand under your left hand and then open your hands like an aeroplane and release yourself. Twist your body, your upper body, and try to bring both of your shoulder blades on the floor. If you can't get to the floor, then that's absolutely fine. Your knees lifting as well, then that's fine. As long as you are feeling that twist. And then relax your arms, your hands, your feet, your toes. And then left hand comes to me, right hand on the side. Stretch your leg. Bring yourself up. Bring both of your hands to the top corners of your mat and push yourself, your chest a little bit up. Stretching your crown towards the ceiling. Forward. And then from there, bring yourself onto a tabletop. Crawl with your knees towards the top of the mat and grab your blanket. Have my dressing gown here. And then release yourself onto a sitting position, and then we can get now on our last pose of the class, the most important one, the one that doesn't require you to move or to do anything, but it requires all your focus and all your attention. And it's in the present moment that the attention needs to go. So release yourself into a lying position and bring your knees towards your chest. And then from here, stretch your legs and arms next to your body with your palms facing up. I'm gonna put my dressing gown on top, so I'm a little bit cold. And I just want to be able to relax. So if that is you, just get yourself comfy. After this class, the to-do list for today starts. So take this minute as the treasure, as the wealth that you have at this moment. To be present in your body, to be present in your breathing, and to be present in your life. Close your eyes. Allow your body to relax as you sink in the part of stillness of the flow of life. If you have weeks of action, if you have weeks difficult, challenging, maybe this is a time where you think, I need to go into stillness. Am I pushing too much? And then recognizing that point where you are and coming back to stillness to find the answers, to gather this strength, to go and hit your peak again, pick up that flow. Or maybe you are in the opposite side. You have had a few weeks of procrastinating or slow flow, stillness, and now you're preparing for the action. Wherever you are, just meet yourself and allow yourself to be. And now I will invite you to stay there as long as you want. And finish your session here and enjoy this moment with yourself. Or bring yourself into a sitting position, crossing your legs in front of you on the that soft blanket. And then closing your eyes and acknowledge what the practice have brought to your mat today. The reflections that you did whilst you were working and your poses, and the reflection that you brought to your mat in your Shavasana. Whatever is that this practice have brought to your mat today, just welcome it and integrate it. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to dedicate to your physical health, your mental health, and your emotional health. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste. Thank you for your practice, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. See you next week at the same time. Bye.